Proper pranayama, deep exhalation followed by deep inhalation. Hold the breath for as long as possible and then exhale consciously. Conscious exhalation is extremely important. Relax the physical body, and when you focus on the breath without allowing the mind to wander anywhere, just focus on the breath, the mind will get quietened automatically. So, by this process of pranayama, one should quieten the mind, and when the mind is quietened, Upanishad mantras advise us to do dhyanam, upasana on the supreme truth, Brahma Tattvam. After understanding what is Brahman through study of Vedanta Shastras, do upasana on Brahman. Sarvam khalvidam Brahma. Tat jalaniti shanta upasita. So, the quietened mind, shanta upasita. Do upasana dhyanam on Brahman. As what? What should be the thought in the mind? Sarvam khalu vidam. Verily, khalu idam sarvam. Verily, everything around us in reality, absolute reality is only Brahman. From that emerges the relatively real, seemingly real universe, which is constantly impacting us. This universe, Vrishti Sthiti Layam, is manifesting, sustained for some time, and finally getting dissolved after destruction into Brahman. So, this Brahman, which is a substratum of everything, so the nature of pure consciousness, pure existence, absolute bliss, and the same Brahma Tattvam is your true nature as Atman, pure consciousness principle because of which you are able to cognize everything, and all your organs of actions and organs of knowledge function because of this Atma Tattvam present in you. So, an easier way to do dhyanam on the supreme truth is your own true nature, the consciousness principle present within you. So, the Upanishad mantra points out श्रोत्रस्य श्रोत्रं मनसो मनो यद्वाचोह वाचं तव प्राणस्य प्राणः चक्षुषश्चक्षुः अतिमुच्य धीराः प्रेत्यास्माल्लोकादमृता भवन्ति. So it is the fundamental principle behind functioning of Shrotram, the ear, the mind. Mind cannot function without consciousness. Vachoha vacham, speech cannot happen without you being conscious. Similarly, pranasya pranaha, even the life force cannot function without consciousness. And so the mantra extends it to other organs. Chakshushas chakshuhu, the real eye of the eye, who understands that the real truth, absolute truth behind all the functionings of organs within the body, whether it is organs of action, organs of knowledge, is because of presence of pure consciousness. And that's my true nature. Atimuchya dhiraha pretya asmal lokad amrita bhavanti. So after this physical body perishes, crosses over the cycle of samsara, attains immortality. So knowledge of absolute reality as Aham Brahma Asmi bestows immortality and absolute bliss. So, a step in understanding the absolute reality is to understand the real nature of the Supreme as Vishwarupa. So, let's see how Bhagavan is going to answer some of the questions Arjuna is going to ask. श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतं वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः अपारकरुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्महम् ॐ. All switch on cameras, chant Em Brahma loudly. यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तमैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः ॐ श्रीकृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः ॐ श्रीगणेशाय नमः श्रीसरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ श्रीभगवानुवाच तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजं तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता ज्योतिषामपि तज्ज्योतिः तमसः परमुच्यते ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विष्ठितं न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दति ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानं येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परं यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणं तमाहुः पंडितं बुधाः ओम शांति शांति शांति. Now switch on cameras, all of you, and chant this 5 important shlokas. श्रीभगवानुवाच दैवी एषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते मायामेतां तरन्ति ते अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो मां ये जनाः पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं महाम्यहम् मत्तः परतरं नान्यत् किञ्चिदस्ति धनञ्जय मयि सर्वमिदं प्रोतं सूत्रे मणिगणा इव ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशेऽर्जुन तिष्ठति भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढानि मायया. To understand this ultimate reality, which is prapancho yadi vidyeta nivarteta na samshayah maya matramidam dvaitam advaitam paramarthatah. Om shanti shanti shanti. अथ श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता एकादशोऽध्यायः विश्वरूपदर्शनयोगः. Now let's stand. Shloka number 24, which we finished in the last class. Arjuna uvacha nabhasprusham deeptamanekavarnam vyattananam deeptavishalanetram दृष्ट्वा हि त्वां प्रम्यथितान्तरात्मा धृतिं न विन्दामि शमं न विष्णो. ओम शांति शांति शांति. Hardam Swagatam, hearty welcome to the next session on the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, most important chapter. It is called as Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. What is the key aspect of this chapter? This chapter, Bhagavan is presenting visually one of the important messages, important truths of the Upanishads, which is that the supreme principle as Brahman is a substratum for creation, sustenance, and dissolution of the entire universe, including all beings. So, in the last class, when we were discussing, it was pointed out that we all focus on only the good things, which is Srishti and Sthiti. Like in our life, there are two aspects, Yogam and Kshemam. Yogam is acquisition. Aprapyasya praptam iti yogaha. What you don't have, you acquire, very happy, go and buy something, buy a new car, new mobile, right? All that you are very happy doing. And praptasya rakshanam iti kshemaha. So to take care, because some problem is there, you repair, you know, give for service, all those things, whether it is equipment or anything. And so entire life we are busy doing it. But we are never ever for a minute thinking about something called as dissolution, destruction. Yes or no? Tell me. How many of us even think that one day all this will not exist, even I will not exist in physical form? So when this aspect of Ishvara Tattvam, which is also Layakarta, write down Srishtikarta, Sthitikarta, and Layakarta, means the The supreme principle responsible for destruction is being mentioned. We are either not able to comprehend, or we are actually looking at it with a lot of wonder. What is this? How can people get such visions, such kind of no feeling? Because we have not gone through that. And as I told you, whoever has gone through that will not come back to say what is the feeling during the last moments of life. So when you see all these aspects where there is fear and Arjuna is getting frightened, he's also pointing out all beings are frightened. It is not that they are also looking at Vishwarupam. They are also not looking at the cosmic form of Bhagavan. It is the vision of the destructive force which they are afflicted with. So the sloka number 24, Arjuna is saying that now he is accepting, as I told you from 22 onwards, it is expression of fear of Arjuna. In 24 he says, even I am frightened. Indeed, I am frightened. I am really scared by seeing you, such a huge form touching the sky, brilliant colors, and many mouths which are wide open, and large fiery eyes. So I don't have any courage to see. So initially he said, please show me, oh, your cosmic form. Now he says, I don't have any courage to see. So we be careful about what you ask for. And so I'm also not able to maintain my calmness or composure. Hey Bhagavan, hey Vishnu. Addresses Bhagavan as Vishnu. Who is Vishnu? Vishnu is that principle which permeates the entire universe. So here Arjuna is using the word Vishnu for Bhagavan. Hey Vishnu. Sambodhana for Vishnu is Hey Vishnu. So now further is focusing on the mouth. See, these are all physical representations, not like no Bhagavan is eating everybody. So don't take it literally. So he says Vishwarupa Darshanam is a representation visually of something that creates impressions on the mind. Are you getting the point? Many times there is picturization of internal thoughts. How do you picturize your internal thoughts? Some way to picturize and show it. Otherwise, how will you know what is your internal thought? So it's a picturization. So from that standpoint, you look at it. Okay. But here, Bhagavan is really showing Arjuna that what? Things are being consumed. How does normally humans consume? Through which organ do you consume? Through the mouth. So here also, it is seen as if all the beings are being destructed, consumed. They have to go into Brahman. So you understand, from Brahman they emerge. Supreme principle, it is sustained in that principle and into which it should dissolve. So it's a physical representation, visual representation of what we are studying. Okay, now, sloka number 25. Arjuna uvacha dhamshtrakaralani च ते मुखानि दृष्ट्वैव कालानलसन्निभानि दिशो न जाने न लभे च शर्म प्रसीद देवेश जगन्निवास. Understand? Huh? Ah. Oh, you are driving, is it? Okay, I will chant. Okay. Okay. I think the who is a Zoom admin can put that on mute. No problem. Okay. Now you see, same sound can also have disturbance. Now, all of us, let's stand together.
I can try
Okay.
it. I've not started it.
Later when you get okay, all of us, let's stand together. Sloka number 25. Arjuna uvacha dhamshtrakaralani च ते मुखानि दृष्ट्वैव कालानलसन्निभानि दिशो न जाने न लभे च शर्म प्रसीद देवेश जगन्निवास. So now Arjuna is getting into a very desperate mode. Now look at the no word is expressing now the fear inside, and when you are really engulfed with a lot of fear, then you will not know what you are also saying. So he's saying here, now having seen your mouths, because multiple mouths, which are fears with tusks. See, can a human form have tusks? Just think about it. It is a representation because the teeth, you cannot show the longest teeth. So, which animal has got longest teeth? It is the elephant. So, multiple tusks. So, that is a representation. So, having seen your mouths, which are very fierce. So, mouth can be fierce in two ways. When people speak very harshly, mouth is also fierce. And when wild animals consume or grab other animals and eat them, they also very mouth looks very fierce. So here Bhagavan is a destructive force, Vayakarta. So mouths are fierce with tusks. So appears as if tusks are there in Bhagavan's mouth. And also the fire that is engulfed, fire that is emanating from the mouth of Bhagavan, engulfing the beings which are being consumed, the fire of dissolution. So he is pointing out, so like the fire of dissolution, I am not able to recognize which direction I am facing. It means what? Really, his head is reeling. You say no? Sometimes you get giddy, right? When you are giddy, what happens? Looks like as if entire world is evolving. You don't know which direction is north, south, east, west. So I do not recognize any quarters, any of the directions. My total peace of mind is totally disturbed. I am not able to be at peace. So now he's saying, be gracious to me. So I'm engulfed with a lot of fear. Please bless me to get out of this fear. And he says that now I really am acknowledging that you are the abode of the entire universe. That means what? Entire universe is resting on you only. Acknowledge that. But this form is very fearful, very fiery. So be gracious. So he's praying to Bhagavan, saying that get me peace of mind. Sometimes you ask for something, and what happens? Initially looks very good. Later, you'll regret. Oh, give me peace of mind. I don't want this, right? But it will not leave you. Be careful. So look at the Padavibhaga Anmaya for Shloka number 25. Damshtra Karalani Cha Te Mukhani Drishtva Eva Kalanala Sannibhani. One word. So there are few independent words in that. This one compound Samastapadam. Kala Anala Sannibhani. Okay. Kala Anala Sannibhani. Dishaha na jane na labhe cha sharma prasida devesha jagannivasa. Jagannivasa is one word. Clear? 17. Very good. Now, the Anvaya. Drishtva eva te mukhani. Oh, Drishtva eva te mukhani. Damshtra karalani. Cha kalanala sannibhani. So far clear? All in the first line. Na jane dishaha na cha labhe sharma prasida devesha jagannivasa. Clear? Simple, right? All of you got the Anmaya? Yes. Very good. Now, Drishtva eva, having just seen what? Te mukhani, your mouths. So, in the Veda mantra, what you say? Mukhadindraschagnischa. In the mukha, that means what? In the mouth here, two gods are present. What are they? Indra and Agni. Indra for functioning of the tongue. Taste and all can happen only because of Indra. And Agni. Agni Bhagavan, fire. Jatharagni is present here also. That's why here, having just seen your what? Te mukhani, your mouths. Damshtra karalani means which are fierce with tusks. So damshtra karalani. Look at the vyuttati, write down. Damshtrabhihi karalani vikrutani te tava mukhani drishtva eva upalabhya. So terrifying me due to the tusks. So karalani means vikrutani. Karal means which are very fierce, distorted in a very haphazard way. So when some things are all really in a way you don't expect, it is very fierce. Fierce with tusks. Mouths are like that of an elephant, lot of tusks. Namstra karalani te mukhani. Your mouths are fierce with tusks, having just seen them. And then what? Next. Cha kalanala sannibhani. So, which are like the fire of dissolution. So, kalanala sannibhani. Write down the Vyuttati. Pralaya kale lokanam dahakaha. Keep on saying dissolution, right? So Arjuna is now visualizing how the dissolution of the universe will happen. So Pralaya kale, that means what? During the time of dissolution. Here kalam should be prefixed with Pralaya kalam. See, in this there is only kala, right? Right before that prefix Pralaya kalam. Pralaya kale lokanam dahakaha. Lokanam, all the worlds are being engulfed with fire. Dahakaha agnihi. Called kala. Kala nalaha. So the first part is what? Compound word kala nalaha. Kalagni. Pralaya kale Pratishthe Agni, that fire of dissolution that happens during the extinction of the universe. Have you all seen any videos on space? How the universe will get totally dissolved? There are videos, wonderful videos in Space Museum, especially in the US. So it says that the sun will come very near to the earth. Finally, Radhasagar has seen that. And the entire earth will be engulfed with heat and fire, everything will be burnt. And slowly, when all things get dissolved in fire, the fire also gets dissolved in the ultimate principle, the black hole, they say. So, Arjuna is visualizing because of the fire from the mouth of Bhagavan represents Kalagnihi, fire of dissolution, and the tusks are representing the destruction. Sometimes not through burning, some other means things get destructed. So fierce with tusks. So Acharya Shankara says, Dahakaha Agnihi Kala Nalaha Tat Sadrishani Kala Nala Sannibhani. So Sannibhani means Tat Sadrishani, that which is seen with what? First is fierce tusks, and then like the fire of dissolution. Najane, I do not recognize. So what do I don't recognize? Dishaha. So when you see something, you don't know which side you are facing, right? Something that is very monstrous and very fearful. You don't know which way you are facing. Says, I don't know which direction I'm facing. I don't recognize the quarters, which is north, south, east, west. I'm not able to understand. Dishaha. So others is Purva para vivekena na jane. Ding mudhaha. That means what? Dik mudhaha. That means what? I'm not able to understand the directions. Jataha asmi. Then nachalabhe. Nor do I find. Na upalabhe what? Chasharma. Chalabhe sharma. Sharma means peace. That's why Normally, Brahmanas have a surname called Sharma. Sarno, Ken? Nah. So we'll have Narayana Sharma. So there's some name, right? And Sharma. Dharma naturally means what? A person who is constantly focused on Vedic chanting, puja, japa. That is the routine for a Brahmana. Supposedly, the person is always peaceful. How does the person attain peace? By constantly connecting to Vedic way of life. That's why they are called Sharma. Anybody having a surname of Sharma means what? They belong to that community. Whether they follow it or not is a different thing. Their forefathers are following. So, surname you borrow. Huh? Whether the activities you follow or not is different. So, that's why Sharma. Can you see? Sharma. So, Sharma, I don't find peace. Prasida, be gracious to me. So, Prasida, Prasanno Bhava. That means what? Somehow remove this fierce form. Already started to think, I don't want to see this fierce form. Prasanno Bhava iti Prasida. Write down. Prasida means what? Prasanno Bhava. Become something that is very nice for me to see. What do you know? Chant for Ganesha. Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Vadanam. The face always very luminous, bright, energetic, positive, inspiring, right? So I want a face that is inspiring me, not that is creating fear, is reeling my head. It is taking away peace of mind. Be gracious. Prasida, prasida. We say no, be gracious. Prasanno bhava. Shankara's bhashyam. Ataha prasida, prasanno bhava. He devesha. Devesha means Devanam Ishaha, the Lord of Lords. So he's now increasing the tempo of the addressing. First said Vishnu. Hey Vishnu, now Devesha, you are the Lord of all the Lords. Also, Jagannivasa. So Jagannivasa means you are the abode of the universe. Many of you have the name of your house, right? Guru Nivas, right? So or no? Huh? Some God's name you keep. Srinivasa Nilaya, Nilaya Nivasa. All equivalent. That means what? That is the abode of that particular God or Guru. It means what? As a as a representation of our humility, we say this house Bhagavan is resident, Guru is resident. Similarly, here Arjuna is saying, you are the abode of the entire universe. That means what? Universe is resting on Bhagavan. All actions are happening. So Arjuna is now slowly, what is happening? He is losing control of himself. Head is reeling. So sometimes it happens to people also, right? A lot of fear is there. You're not able to think what is happening. So Arjuna is going through those thoughts and emotions. Now he says, now this is the general overview of destruction. Now shloka number 26 is very specific. And here in shloka 26, you will see that there is a representation of what is going to happen in the future. That means what? What is the indication? Bhagavan is the master of both the past, present, and future. In Bhagavan's what? What so-called Virat Swarupam, physical aspect. Everything is happening, both past, present, and future. And when everything is seen on Bhagavan's physical form itself, it means what? Bhagavan does not interfere in what is going to happen. What is being shown is exactly what is going to happen. Because Bhagavan knows the future, he is showing what is going to happen. And that vision Arjuna is seeing already. Now, important remember that if this vision, whatever he saw, had been registered strongly in the mind, latter part of Mahabharata would not have been the same. I want you to think. So it's a vision created temporarily for Arjuna to cognize this truth, and after that, the vision is taken away. Along with the vision, even all these things, like a dream, it vanishes, right? How many of your dreams become reality? How many of you remember all the dreams that you have dreamt till now? How many dreams have you dreamt till now? Just think. And again, 10, 15, 20, 100. Huh? So do you remember all the dreams? Similarly, Arjuna will not remember later, but now he is going to see the future. Two questions we also answer here. Look at Loka number 26. Ami chatvam dhritarashtrasya putraha सर्वे सहैवावनिपालसङ्घैः भीष्मो द्रोणः सूतपुत्रस्तथासौ सहास्मदीयैरपि योधमुख्यैः. Okay, so we'll chant together again. Arjuna uvacha ami chatvam dhritarashtrasya putraha सर्वे सहैवावनिपालसङ्घैः भीष्मो द्रोणः सूतपुत्रस्तथासौ सहास्मदीयैरपि योधमुख्यैः. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Now, what is the aspect of Bhagavan we are all witnessing through Arjuna's expression? Anybody? Layakarta. Very good. Dissolution, destruction, death. So, for us, death is an aspect which is very fearful, right? Nobody wants to face death. Nobody wants to see death. So, it's very fearful. So, here he's seeing something unique. Says that all the sons of Dhritarashtra, how many are there? Dhritarashtra had 100 sons, right? All the 100 sons of Dhritarashtra, along with a lot of kings, lot of rajas, including who? Bhishma, Drona, and especially his eyes is focusing on Karna. Why? Karna is the chief opponent. So, eyes will focus on that, along with many, many, many important, prominent warriors are being seen as entering you. It means what? That means they are entering into Bhagavan's mouth, means they are getting destroyed. So, what does it indicate? Bhagavan is also displaying the future. Now, the question is, will Bhagavan alter the future? Will Bhagavan alter the future? Or can we alter the future? This is the next question, right? So, is everything what? Already pre-decided, so nothing can be done? Or will Bhagavan intervene, not intervene? So, understand this properly. So, many of you have got questions about what? Is everything fatal? I cannot do anything about what is going to happen in the future. Everybody is going to die one day. I am also going to die, right? And what is this free will? They say Purushartha, Purushartha. All Vedas talk about Purushartha, self-effort. Effort through effort, many things can be achieved. What we all keep on saying, understand it very clearly. First point, Bhagavan is the enabler, the fundamental common enabler for everybody to act, do, think, everything. So the fundamental structure has been given, and we perform actions based on our understanding. Yes or no? So, Ichha, Jnana, Kriya. Write down. We have some desire, acquire knowledge with respect to the desire, and then we act to fulfill the desire or whatever. This is what is the cycle goes on and on and on. First point. And whatever actions we do, write down all these things systematically. No, it's not there any internet or any art of whatever, no, in any of these things or in engineering, will not get anything anywhere. Write down systematically. So we act according to what we understand, what we know, what you're exposed to. Very, very important. If you're exposed to wrong thinking, wrong understanding, wrong way, you will fortify the knowledge and do wrong things. That's why adherence to the right way is extremely important. And Bhagavan is the enabler of the right way as dharma through the Vedas. That's why adhering to the Vedic way of life is extremely important. And so, first understand the actions we do are guided by our understanding. Our understanding, unfortunately or fortunately, happens due to our exposure to certain things, right? So, even though good things are present, people get drawn to wrong things. Yes or no? They follow wrong people, wrong path, wrong things. They don't know the consequence. And so, whatever actions we do based on our understanding, we do actions based on understanding or simply haphazard way. Prayojanam anudvishya mandopina pravartate. Without getting some value or result, nobody proceeds. So, with some understanding only we do something. And that understanding is based on exposure. That exposure is based on our inclination, our interest, our ichha, our desire. And so we start following certain things. Yes or no? Understand now? Way of life. And this way of life is got broadly two different aspects. One is called Laukika Karma, another is Vaidika Karma. In Laukikam means what? In worldly activities, what is more important is Samanya Dharmam. That means what? Don't cheat. So teach, but don't cheat. Today people are cheating and not teaching. Be careful. So don't cheat, be kind, speak the truth, follow the right way. It's all Samanya Dharmam. Vishesha Dharmam is that which gives you punyam, actions which give you punyam. Please understand. By following Samanya Dharmam or common Dharma, you are not going to get extra punyam. You're going to, if you don't follow, you will get papam. Understand that? If you speak the truth, there is no special marks. If you don't speak the truth, what happens? You're in the class or not? Very deep subject. So you get papam, which is sins. So that is and you understand Samanya Dharmam, Vishesha Dharmam. So most religions talk about Samanya Dharmam, be kind, be loving. So don't hurt people, be non-violent, no, speak the truth, respect elders, all those things, right? It's called Akarane Pratyavayam. If you don't follow that, you will get Pratyavaya dosham. Then aspects related to Dharma, which is worshipping of gods. I told you Panchamaha Yajna, worshipping Brahma Yajnam, then Pitru Yajnam, Deva Yajnam, Bhuta Yajnam, Manusha, all those things when you do systematically, you get Punyam. Understand Punyam Papam? Dharmam Adharmam? So, whoever engages in Dharmam more and more gets Punyam. If you don't follow Dharma, what is ordained to you, so there are two types of sins you will incur. If you don't follow what you are ordained to do, as Vishesha Dharma also will get papam. If you don't follow Samanya Dharmam, you will get papam. If you don't do correctly what you're supposed to do, you will get papam. So it's a very complex theory of punyam, papam. So all are nothing but actions, right? You're constantly in action. All these actions register as punyam and papam. Write down. This punyam, papam is not seen visually. They are in subtle form. And so, whatever actions we do, the reactions which are yet to ripen, yet to manifest, is called as our prarabdham. Write down the fate that we are all talking. Everything is fated. I am fated. This is in the head. I can't do anything. Is all nothing but what? Our own previous action, which was done with our free will. Yes or no? At any point in time, you have equal opportunity to do both punyam and papam. Yes or no? Many of us end up doing papam. So it registers as papam, a sin. If you do punyam, your punyam bank will get accumulated more and more. And that will become what? Punya prarabdham. Prarabdham doesn't mean only bad things. Prakarshena arabhate, the fate that is called as prarabdham, is our own action as free will at some point in time. How many of you understood this? Do you understand what I'm saying? Technically, what is fate? Technically, fate is nothing but our own free will actions at some point in time. You getting the point? So, what is it indicating? Every action we are doing now is creating the future. Every action we are doing now is becoming the fate of the future. Slightly complex, right? Are you able to understand what I'm saying? It's a deep subject. Karma, fate, free will is quite complex. 99% don't understand. That's why they give all wrong predictions, wrong things. Huh? Go to Jyotish, they say something. There is some Jyotish who will say the same thing for everybody. Whatever, no, you take, actually, if you are very intelligent, stand outside some person, Jyotish. People will go and consult and come out. You ask, what did he say? Same list you would have given to all the 10 people. And we also go and see, please understand that our own actions are coming back to us in different form. That is called as what? Fate. You understand what I'm saying? The free will exercise at some point in time becomes fate. So take, for example, Karna is going to be destroyed, right? In pictorial form, Karna is entering Bhagavan's mouth. Actually, what happened? Karna was, no. Who killed Karna in action in Mahabharata? I forgot. Killed by Arjuna, okay. Huh? So he's not seeing that, but pictorially, Karna is getting what? Destroyed, right? First point. Second, did Karna not have an opportunity to change his next steps? You all read Mahabharata or not? What happened? He was told that he is the sixth son. So better he join with his 5 other brothers, join the Pandavas, and what? Don't get into company of Duryodhana, fight on this side. He was told or not? His advised or not? By whom? Mahabharata. Who advised Karna not to take the side? Sakshat Krishna Paramatma. And though Karna says, yes, maybe what you're saying is true, maybe it is true, but then what? I've already actually dedicated myself to be on the side of Duryodhana. He saved me. He gave me a kingdom. He made me something respectable. Otherwise, I was called Sutaputra. That's what Arjuna is calling Karna here, right? So, so these things that happened to Karna, he had a choice to change. But what happened? He exercised his free will, and so he was destroyed in that way. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So Bhagavan, in fact, in Mahabharata, though he is Bhagavan, Bhagavan himself comes and advises Karna to change his ways. But Karna does not change. Similarly, what happens in our life, either some Mahan or some happenings or our own intuition sometimes will say, what I'm doing is wrong. I should change myself. I should go in the right direction. But what happens? Our own other what? Fundamental qualities overpower some of these advice and some of the right thoughts, and we continue. Not we mean not all of you. 99% people who don't study Vedanta, don't do any Punya Karma, they strongly continue on the same path. Are you not seeing somebody who's doing wrong continues to be on the wrong side? And so that becomes what? Papa Karma, becomes fate. And so the person, many people ask me, why is there a lot of mass destruction? Some building gets what? Demolished, some cyclone, some flood, some typhoon, forest fire. Maybe people perish in all these different aspects, right? Different ways. Why? Because of their Papa Samskar. You can't help it. So, what is all very grim reminder that we should be on the path of Punyam continuously, so that at least future we are able to have a better future. That's why Vedas constantly keep on impelling you, Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara, be on the path continuously. So this is what is fate and what is free will. So what is the net summary? Our own actions, either because of a combination of our ignorance and arrogance or knowledge, makes us do wrong things or right things. And the wrong things manifest as papam, right things manifest as punyam. Is punyam, papam is prarabdham, fate that appears later, which we don't know. We don't know what we did right, so we don't know what is going to happen. Are clear? Now, then what is the role of Bhagavan? If everything that we are doing ourselves, our own action becomes free will becomes fate. Fate comes and no hits us, we are not able to do anything. What is the role of Bhagavan? Write down. Bhagavan is present in the world as Dharma through the Vedas. Vedas are not different from Bhagavan. Bhagavan is not different from Vedas. Vedo Shiva Shivo Vedaham Vedadhyayi Sada Shivaha. So, as Dharma through the Vedas, Bhagavan is a representation of the right way of living. It's already given us. So, as I told you, a couple of stories I told you, even though advice is given, we will take only what we want. Yes or no? Remember the milkman, milk and the river story? Huh? So, even though Bhagavan gives us these things, Vedas, Guru, Shastras, a right way of life is being given and enabling environment. That means what? Whatever infrastructure you need as karma phaladata, whatever good things you did, you are born in the right environment, in a good family, good way of life, reasonably comfortable life, everything being given. And what has been given the right way of life through the Vedas, Dharma, Punyam, and everything, the enabler of all people to act the right way is being given. Whether we choose it or not is our free will. So, Bhagavan is the what? Dharmo Vishwasya Jagatah Pratishtha, enabler of the right way of life and everything. And so, when you focus on Bhagavan, when you focus on something that is truth, that is peaceful, that is blissful, that is right, you become that. Yadbhavam tadbhavati. Write down. So, whatever you focus on constantly, you become that. So, when Bhagavan is now an object, which is an epitome of all that is dharma, truth, no, positivity, bliss, everything, you attain those qualities, start following that, and create a better future. Are understanding? What is Bhagavan? Bhagavan is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So that is pure existence, that is the ultimate. Manifested form is that which is glorious, right principle, epitome of truth, justice, happiness, knowledge, and everything. So, if you focus on those aspects, you end up getting them with strong desire and whatever effort you can put. So, Bhagavan becomes a what? Neutral umpire. You say, no? Bhagavan is neutral. He enables. He means he or she enables. It's up to you to grab the right opportunity, do the right things, and create the right future. So, the question will come, why did Bhagavan not interfere? Some of the episodes in Mahabharata, when Abhimanyu was caught in Chakravyuha, did Bhagavan not know? Arjuna and Krishna Paramatma are going somewhere. Arjuna did not know, but Krishna knew, right? Why didn't he say Abhimanyu? He could have intervened. No, within no time, he could have saved. Yes? Also, when Yudhishthira was playing a game of dice, he was losing continuously. Did Krishna intervene? Finally, when Draupadi was in serious trouble, then only intervened. Understand? So it's all the question of what they are destined finally. So Bhagavan knows that this person is destined, so he won't interfere. Whereas when Ashwatthama came and killed all the Pandavas' children, and finally only one small child was there. Who was that? In Uttara's womb, Parikshit. Actually, it is said that by Ashwatthama's whatever Astra Shastram, the child was dead, it seems. Bhagavan revived that child from death into living. Why? Because Vamsha Parampara has to continue, the lineage has to go. There is a reason for something. As Abhimanyu, even though he passed away, his progeny will continue. So there are this entire theory of karma, the fate, free will has to be analyzed properly and understood. What is the takeaway? Simple takeaway. Someone had the fortune of Vishnu. So let us know. Okay, so Vishwarupa Darshana is a representation. So understand the Vedic message, which is dharma and adharma. Only Vedas can define what is dharma, adharma. Vedokhilo dharma moolam stitishile cha tadvidam acharastaiva sadhunam atmanas tushtirevacha. So if you are destined to have Vishwarupa Darshanam, or if you are had Prarabdham to see no Dwaparayam, fine, but that need not be a limiting factor. Entire Vishwarupa Darshanam, which represents what? Srishti Sthiti Layam on the Supreme, all that is available through study of scriptures. Have faith in the scriptures, study, follow dharma, create more punyam. When you create more punyam, your future will have punyam is equal to happiness. Please understand. That's why Sharma, even the Sharma is coming, no peace happens when you follow right principles. So clearly, what is the message? Bhagavan will not intervene. Bhagavan will give guidance. Bhagavan will intervene in extremely rare situations, as I told you, in case of Parikshit. But generally, Bhagavan gives you guidance. So physically, Bhagavan gave guidance to Karna, but he didn't follow. Bhagavan advised even Duryodhana earlier, before the Mahabharata war, why don't you compromise? Yes, he told or not? Give them 5 villages, enough. Whole destruction could have been avoided. So what happened? Everything got destroyed. So as an indirect message in Mahabharata, there is guidance. Physically, Bhagavan is giving. Similarly, through dharma, dharma, in a subtle fashion, we are given the advice. So all of you please understand, if anybody is going through difficulty, whether it is me or my neighbors or friends or relatives, whoever, what is the reason for all the difficulties, worries, problems, dukkham, tension, anxiety, pressure, everything? What is the reason? It is the result of my previous actions. And what happens is, the beauty of karma is called samashti karma. When you are with a family, when you are with people related very closely to you, the parents' karma affects children, children's karma affects parents. So depth of the relationship affects the depth of the karma impact. Karma is a very complex subject. So with whom you are associating, with whom you are interacting, all that becomes an important issue. It's all very subtle. So simplest way is, all this is a grim reminder that we should be on the path of punyam more and more. Do more and more punyam. And so let's not get into all unnecessary questions. Today you understand what is this fate and free will. Bhagavan is the universal time principle. From time immemorial, creation, sustenance, solution happens continuously in Bhagavan's presence. Bhagavan won't intervene, but subtle indications will be given. In Mahabharata, Krishna Paramatma came and told, people didn't listen. Here, through various other actions and reactions and feelings that are happening in the world, we will get subtle indication. Whoever is getting tuned and able to recognize those will correct quickly and come on the right path. Otherwise, what will happen? People who are doing adharmam will continue to do adharma. So I leave you with one last statement. Time is up. Like Duryodhana, famous statement, Mahabharata. He says, I know what is dharma, but I am unable to follow. I know what is adharma, but I am not able to withdraw. Sir, no? Janami dharmam nachame pravrittihi. Janami adharmam nachame nivrittihi. I know dharma, but I am not able to go in that direction. I also understand what is adharma, but I am not able to withdraw. So dharma, adharma cannot be confined only to the books. It is not bookish. Sir, I know all these things, sir. I know Sandhya Vandanam is very important. I've read all the mantras, Sandhya Vandanam. Not enough. You have to do. Knowledge of dharma is not enough. You have to do. Knowledge of adharma is important. You should withdraw from adharma. So this dharma is based on all our actions. So that's the reason after finishing this 11th chapter, I'll be taking detailed meaning analysis of Sandhya Vandanam mantras and shlokas. The idea is once you understand the meaning, you will be more what? Encouraged, more sincerely, more dedicated. You will do all the Sandhya Vandanam, all the activities. They'll give you the best way to earn punyam. Best way to get punyam is do systematically Sandhya Vandanam. Shastra say one who does properly Sandhya Vandanam 3 times a day goes towards moksha very, very soon. That itself is a moksha karanam. So after this chapter, you'll start Sandhya Vandanam. Tell your friends and relatives, everybody, to register in Brahma Vidya group so that through this we'll be able to learn. I'll be sending out a flyer shortly. Understand that through this Vishwarupa Darshan, this portion where destruction is being shown, the concept of fate and free will, it is prarabdham and purushartham. What is the net message, final message? One should be in the path of dharma, get more and more punyam as much as possible. That is the message here. We'll continue in the next class. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tatsat. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu Samasta Sanmangalani Mutyata Hari Om Narayana. We'll meet again on Thursday morning.